June 17th, 9:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. It's time, y'all. Back to trial. Here we go. This is it, the big day. Did you get any sleep? Yeah, I went to bed at 1 a.m. or so. Oh, what time did you wake up? 3 a.m. That's only about 2 hours. Apollo. But at least you have me. Oh, and this guy. And the amazing Mr. Hat. Here's looking at you, kid. I'm gonna guess this is Phoenix. Good luck today, Apollo. That voice. Called it. Hey, get any sleep? Mr. Wright. I was going out of my mind with boredom, so I signed myself out earlier today. Somehow that place makes fake piano playing at the Indochine pasta joint seem almost fun. Daddy, do you know who Prosecutor Gavin's witness is today? Take a guess. How about a Little Plum? That Sherman tank of a mom? Nope. Guess again. Sherman tank of a mom. That's too bad. You know, speaking of moms, you need to find me a new mommy one of these days, Daddy. You know, just that line right there. Just that right there. Just screenshot that one. Anyway. It's barely morning and you're at it already, Trucy. Okay, see, this is why I don't buy their father-daughter relationship. So, Mr. Wright, do you know who the prosecution's witness is? Alita Tiala, your client's fiancé. She's gonna be a witness? But that seems odd. Why would she testify against her own fiancé? You have to wonder what Gavin's up to. Something's going down today, that much is clear. Well, not to worry. I've got my panties back. If we can't find a killer, I'll pull one out of there. Okay, magic panties. Let's do this. June 17th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4.
Court is now in session for the trial of Walkie-Talkie.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Prosecution is warmed up and it's a sold-out house. Very well, to recap, while yesterday's witness seemed more guilty than any other party,
guilty of panty snatching,
we did find out one thing for certain. There were 3 people in the park at the time of the murder. The witness, the victim, and the defendant. Correct there, Judge, and today I'd like to do something a little new age. I'd like to look at this horrible crime from the outside.
The outside?
The acquisition of the murder weapon, the preparation for the act. Our poor defendant told all, you see. To his betrothed. His betrove? Betrove? What's a betrove? His fiancée, Judge. His partner for life, with no chance for parole. Very well, you may show the lucky lady to the stand.
The lucky lady. In quotes. Alright.
Your name and occupation, Fraulein?
Alita Tiala. My occupation is future wife.
Traditional values. I respect that. Too many brides these days can't even weave baskets blindfolded underwater. Everyone should learn that class at least in 3rd grade. Yet you're here today as a witness for the prosecution.
To be honest, I didn't want to testify at first, but I couldn't hide the truth.
Honesty, another admirable trait. Fraulein, is it true that on the day of the crime, the defendant Walkie-Talkie confessed his plans? His plans for murder?
Yes.
The witness will please give her testimony to the court.
Okay. Here we go. Time to poke holes, baby. Walkie's plan.
It was the day that the family health checkup results came back. When Walkie found out that Dr. Maractus had lied, he flew into a rage. I'll teach him, he said. He took one of the family's pistols. And you already know what happened that night. I just don't see how anyone but Walkie could have done it.
Okay.
So the pistol did belong to the Kitaki family, then? Yes. With regards to this, an investigation is underway at the Kitaki mansion.
on charges of the possession of illegal firearms. And the bullet that took the victim's life, was it fired from the pistol the defendant procured? Yes, this has been proven.
How can you prove something like that?
Bullets carry marks on the barrel that I fired them, called rifling marks.
Rifling marks?
Think of them as being a gun's fingerprint left on every bullet it fires.
But when did you first hear about Walkie's plan?
It was the day of the murder. I should have stopped him. I just didn't think he would actually do it.
Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination.
Alright. Let's start pressing this BZ, shall we?
It was the day that the family health checkup results came back.
Also, I know the ring is there to probably help me figure out where the tells are going to be. But I need to pay attention to every demeanor she has in each one of these lines. So right now she's got her hands over her heart. Got it. Let's just press on everything, though. That was the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, everyone in the family received their checkup results that day. When Walkie looked at his face went so pale.
But of course, he had just found out he had a bullet in his chest.
So you were there at the time? Yeah, it's a bracelet, not a ring. Sorry. I said ring, but yeah. It's a bracelet. Sorry. Anyway.
Yes, poor Walkie. My poor Walkie Pocky.
Walkie found out that Dr. Maractus had lied. He flew into a rage. That must have been, quite frightening.
He was furious. He ripped his report up into shreds.
Incidentally, I had to request another copy to file as evidence. A bothersome chore, but one I performed without complaint.
Walkie's at an age where he's hard to control when he loses his temper. Of course, that little bit of instability is so cute.
Great, now he sounds like a psychopath.
When he goes insane, I love it.
I'll teach him, he said. He took one of the family pistols. Okay. This one, she has a different look, right? So, note that she looks differently here. So, is it easy to take a pistol out from the house?
Not really. I think. There's a system in place to limit access. But Walkie's a special case, being the next in line.
Perhaps his treatment was a bit too special, yeah?
Well, maybe he is a bit spoiled. I hear he got amazing presents for his birthdays. Last year was a switchblade made out of chewing gum and a chocolate gravestone.
Sounds like he has a taste for sweets and danger.
The point here being that Walkie had access to the pistol.
Okay. And you already know what happened that night. Press it anyways. What happened? Meaning the murder?
I tried to stop him. I really did. But Walkie wouldn't listen.
Our defendant was nothing if not determined, it seems. The last thing you should do is blame yourself, miss.
Oh, don't worry, I blame her.
I just don't see how anyone but Walkie could have done it.
Press that too. How can you say that for certain? How?
Forehead, you will refrain from badgering the Fraulein. It was the defendant, Walkie, was it, who took the pistol from his home? We know this for a fact now. I suppose we do. So how could anyone else have used this pistol to shoot the victim? They could not. Simple logic, yeah? That does seem to be the case. Does the defense have anything to say regarding this point?
Could someone else have used that pistol? I mean, there had to be another. Also, it's FML! What's up? Forget this justice shit. Join me and Dragon as we take on Termite Colony. No, you guys have fun with your grounded. I'll be here getting justice. Anyway, there had to be somebody else. Based on your testimony, there was clearly another. One other person had access to that pistol.
What's this? Interesting. Let's ask the defense then. Tell the court who this other person with access was.
It was you, bitch. It was you, bitch! How am I liking the game so far, adorable Kuro? Kuro? I'm enjoying it a lot, actually. Welcome to the stream, by the way. How are you today? I'm thinking it was her.
If he had the gun, then you also had the gun, bitch. Well, of course I mean you, Ms. Tiala.
Me? But why?
You were quite clear when you told the court. You heard about the pistol from the defendant on the day of the murder. In other words, you knew what he was planning.
Let me get this straight. You intend to tell us that this lady stole the pistol from her fiancé and killed a man in cold blood on his behalf? I've heard of people doing strange things for love, but this... It does seem a bit unfathomable, to be sure. I'm all for romance and for supporting your partner in life, to be sure. But I think I would hesitate at murder.
I'd hope you'd do more than hesitate. What if a different connection could be proven? A connection between the witness and the victim. We might find that she had a personal motive beyond wanting to help her fiancé.
That would put things in a slightly different light. What possible connection are you suggesting here?
You know what I'm starting to think? I'm starting to think that the police never looked inside that safe.
I have evidence showing a connection between the witness, Miss Tiala, and the victim. This one's pretty obvious, too. It's the piece of paper that has both their names on it. Duh. Anyway, you're doing good, Adorable Kuro. That's good to hear. There will probably be long stretches where I don't read the chat while I'm reading all the dialogue, but I'm doing well. Just solving a case here, don't mind me, and not getting a justice boner. I'll get the justice boner once I've solved the case, maybe, FML, but not before. Not during, only after. Alright, anyway, let's present this.
That looks like a medical chart.
Found inside a safe at the Maractus Clinic. I'd like to draw the court's attention to the names written on the chart.
What? Miss Tiala, whatever? Why is your name on this chart?
Ooh, she's already getting wrecked so fast. So fast. Well, care to explain the meaning of this, Ms. Tiala? And thank you for the follow, Adorable Kuro. I appreciate it. Yeah, when the witness goes, oh! I know, right?
I'm not sure what you mean by meaning, Mr. Justice.
Our warm little fiancé just froze over. Dun dun dun.
I was on staff at that clinic until half a year ago. It was boring, so I quit.
Oh, look at that look on her face all of a sudden. She got that sideways smirk going. Ooh.
That's all. Is there a problem with that?
Alita Hawthorne, maybe? Nah, we're not going to go demon voice. Not unless she goes crazy apeshit. But anyway.
Ms. Tiala, you testified that you had no connection to the victim.
And I don't, now.
Now?
I quit half a year ago, didn't I? So there's no connection. Let me guess, you're the kind of guy who can't rest until he knows every last detail of his girlfriend's past. Am I right?
That's not true at all. Why, I embrace the ones I love, past flaws and all, and...
There's no connection now. Doesn't fly in a court of law.
Doesn't fly?
She's one tough nut. She probably feels right at home with the Katakis. You left your job at the Maractus Clinic, true, but you remain connected somehow.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Show us evidence that proves the witness is still connected to the Maractus Clinic.
I mean, the shoes, right? What else do we have? It must be the shoes! So this series still doesn't have voice acting, at least not up to this point. And this is the fourth game on the DS. Well, the first game on the DS, but the fourth game in the series. I don't know if any of the other games later have actual voice acting or not, but this one certainly does not. I'm going to guess that none of them have actual voice acting other than the objections, and take that. And gotcha, or whatever he says. But yeah, this is the only thing I can think of. It's got to be the shoes.
Well, I suppose I could see... forehead. This trail you think you have found, it doesn't lead to the truth. Nor to a long career in the legal profession, yeah?
Gee, thanks.
Perhaps you will allow me to do the honors. Why not? It might be nice for a change.
What do you mean it might be nice for a change?
Most excellent. Let's rock.
Wait, are you going to take a point from me? Oh, you motherfucker. I'll take the usual penalty next time, thanks. Very well, Mr. Justice. Try again. Show us evidence that proves the witness... So, it's the other shoes, then. If it's not one shoes, it's the other. And if it's not either shoes, then I don't know. Because these ones were actually found at the clinic. I should have started with these. That's my fault. And then we connect them to the other shoes because they have the same toe print. Anyway, these sandals were found in the Maractus Clinic lobby. They're yours, aren't they?
Well, who knows? I'm sure there are lots of people with those sandals.
So sorry, Frau Lane, but your act isn't working. Your moment of hesitation just now cost you.
What's with you? I thought you were on my side.
Perhaps you are unaware that toes leave toe prints. A simple analysis of these sandals will reveal all.
Well, now we see your true colors. I was wrong to cooperate with you from the beginning. I just wanted you to help get Walkie back on the straight and narrow.
This court thinks you need to worry less about Walkie and more about yourself. It sounds as though we need to hear a bit more about your story. Your sandals were found in the entrance to the clinic, which means you went there on the day of the murder.
Well, there's little point in denying it.
Very well. The witness will tell us about this visit. Why did you go to the Maractus Clinic that day? Oh boy. But yeah, they still haven't done voice acting, but there is a bit more voice acting in some of them though. Okay. There still hasn't been a new Ace Attorney game that wasn't released on a handheld, basically. And nobody really expects them to voice act them anyways. Yeah, exactly. You might as well read through an actual court case from your local law enforcement. I mean, I would, but it wouldn't be as entertaining as this is, I'll tell you what. Anyway, let's hear her story about her... Or, sorry, let me rephrase that. Let's hear her bullshit story that she's going to tell us about why she visited the clinic.
I did go to the clinic that day, my first time in half a year since I quit in January. I went to warn him. After all, I knew Walkie had the pistol. The doctor always was a timid man, too timid to admit his own mistake. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. I wanted to tell him to be careful, as an old friend.
I'm not hiding any dark secrets, as she stares into your soul. By mistake, you mean the mistake we heard about from the defendant. The botched operation.
He was a timid small man, but I never wished him harm. I just thought I should let him know, you know.
That does make sense. Yes, but there is one thing which does not. What's that, Prosecutor Gavin? The sandals left in the lobby, of course. We can assume she wore these sandals to the clinic, yeah? Then why did she not wear them home? If it were me, I would have worn them home. I would have worn those sandals home, too. So why were the sandals left behind? He pointed out the contradiction before me. There's probably a good explanation for this, right, Miss Diala? Say, for instance, there happened to be a similar pair of sandals there which you wore home by mistake?
Actually, that's right. I'm impressed, Mr. Gavin.
Oh, it is nothing. There is, after all, no other possible explanation. Ya, forehead? Ah, what the... No fair. He's filling in the holes in her testimony. Yeah, really, though. He just led her on a line of questioning to give her another excuse to fill in what she was missing. Hilarious. And yeah, this series was made by Capcom FML. The Ace Attorney series is Capcom. Is this just the trails where you're reading a novel? I mean, it is a visual novel, so... Well, visual novel / puzzle game, I guess you could call it. So, sure. Anyway, the defense may begin the cross-examination. Let's do it. Let's poke holes in this crappy story, shall we? The Maractus Clinic Part 2! Or I guess this is Part 1 still, never mind. I just haven't pushed on this yet, pressed on it. It's probably not for you then, FML? Probably not. Probably not, because you're lame. Because you're lame and you don't do visual novels. Anyway, press! Around what time did you go to the clinic?
I don't remember exactly, but it was after 9:30, I think.
And that was the first time you had contacted Dr. Maractus in half a year?
Of course it was. He wasn't the kind of boss you made friends with.
So why did you go to the clinic that day? Yeah, you don't make friends with him, but you warned him anyways. What the hell? In other news, FML's making sweet tea. Riveting stuff. Riveting news. Put it on the front page. Alright. You told him about the pistol. Why, though? Did you want Dr. Maractus to run away?
Well, after I failed to stop Walkie, I thought that was the only other way to avoid the problem.
Couldn't you have called? Why go in person?
I called several times that evening, but no one was in.
The victim was busy driving home until after 9 p.m. that night, remember? This was proven by this mirror yesterday, yeah?
I thought if I warned him, he would run away for sure. Knowing the doctor.
Doctor was always timid and a timid man. This one I don't believe. Timid man my ass. You mean that act of malpractice on Walkie, correct?
If he had just told Walkie the truth in the beginning, none of this would have happened.
True, that operation was the start of this whole affair.
Oh, of course, if he told him, he might have been erased by the Kitakis much earlier.
A disturbing thought. We know that the Maractus Clinic had ties to the Kitaki family. He probably couldn't have gone to the police, even if he wanted to.
That's why I knew I had to warn him.
Uh-huh. I'm not hiding any dark secrets, as she stares deeply into your soul. No dark secrets, eh?
Why, look at me however you want, Mr. Justice. You won't find a thing.
She's hiding something, I know it. I must have some evidence that proves it, too.
You're free to think whatever you like. I went to that clinic with only one thought in mind.
Wanted to tell him to be careful as an old friend. Old friend my ass! But then you'd be betraying Walkie, wouldn't you?
No, I did it for him. For us.
She went to warn him so that her fiancé would not have to commit such a crime, yeah?
I didn't want them to take my Walkie away.
There's no way she went to that clinic just to warn him. Do you know why she went, Apollo? Time to figure out what really happened at that clinic, and fast. Okay. So I gotta figure out why she went to the clinic. This is something I still haven't really figured out. I haven't put these pieces together entirely yet. Not hiding any dark secrets. Well, I'll just say this. Okay, she stares into your soul there. First time in half a year. That seems like it might be wrong. Her sprite must be a top 3 in showing the most scorn. Yeah, she does seem like she gets pretty schmirky on that. So anyway, the two sus statements are why else would I have gone, and the first time she's been there in half a year. I feel like we probably have contradictions on both of those. This seems to be her tell, but what about it do I have to present, I wonder? Let me look at my stuff real quick. So is there a reason to believe that she hasn't been there in half a year? Trying to think if there's anything that proves this one. I don't know if I have anything for this one, honestly. You know what I didn't do? I didn't dust this for fingerprints. Should I have dusted this for fingerprints? Can I dust this for fingerprints? I guess not unless I actually find a fingerprint, which I did not. Okay, if it's not on this one, though, what else have I got? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. Let me click through this one more time. There's no way she went to the cat clinic just to warn him. There's no way she went to that clinic just to warn him. Knew Walkie had the pistol. Okay. Doctor's always timid man. This one seems so questionable. Always a timid man, my ass. But I don't know if I have anything to prove otherwise at the moment. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding dark secrets. The doctor always was a timid man. I wanted to tell him to be careful as an old friend. My only thing I have that connects anything that's sus about what she's talking about is the slippers. I have nothing else to really think about. Also, you know what just occurred to me? This is the second bullet from the gun. We were wondering when 2 bullets got fired. The first bullet is in the dude's head. The second bullet is this one. Which one got fired first, we don't know. It didn't even hit me that was the second bullet from the gun, but that's totally what that is. Okay, so man. Alright, fuck it. I'm just gonna throw these fucking slippers at her and see what happens. Because I don't really have much else I can think of. Am I on the right track? Nope. Son of a bitch. Okay, why else would she have went there? Because that's a dark secret. Her toe prints are on the slippers and we don't know why. It's like, I know where I want to get to, but how do I get there? It's always my problem with these games. This one does not seem obvious to me. Trial and error is not a good idea when you only have so many tries. Did go to the clinic that day my first time. Let me just press this stuff again, I guess. Around what time did you go? 9:30. Okay. First time you contacted him in half a year. Made friends with. Okay. Did you want Dr. Maractus to run away? Well, after I failed, I thought the only way to avoid the problem. Couldn't you have called? Called, but he wasn't. Several times, but no one was in. Victim was driving after 9 p.m. This was proven by his mirror yesterday, yeah? Thought if I warned him, he would run away for sure, knowing the doctor. Too timid a man. Malpractice on Walkie. To the beginning, none of this would have happened. True, that operation was the start of this whole affair. Oh, of course, if he told him, he might have been erased by the Katakis much earlier. Disturbing thought. We know the Maractus clan, Tonic ties. Kataki probably couldn't have gone to police even if he wanted to. That's why I had to warn him. What if I just present the piece of paper that has her name on it? Because isn't the idea that her name on there is sus already because she knew about his operation, not, you know, the fact that the bullet was still in there much earlier? Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Here we go. This chart was found inside a safe in the doctor's office. Yes? Why would this one chart be in that safe? Miss Tiala, you know why it was, don't you? Mind filling me in? Dr. Maractus didn't have the leisure of making mistakes. That's why he wrote up a false report and kept the truth locked away. Bad air, Doctor. And this is where you come in, Ms. Tiala. The nurse who filed this chart was you, which means you knew about Walkie's failed operation. Yeah, okay. The fact that she knew about it, we did talk about that earlier. Why did she hold that back? Part of what we're learning here. Interesting. You were in the same position as Dr. Maractus. Kinda makes it hard to claim no connection, doesn't it? Yeah, bitch. What about that?
You're bold for a novice, I'll give you that. Mr. Justice, you must know I was only a nurse. The doctor is responsible for the chart's contents.
This chart business seems to be quite important. Please amend your testimony accordingly.
Too bad, little attorney.
Oh, da-doom. Yep, that's her tell. I knew it. When she stares deep into your soul. My bracelet's reacting again.
What is it, Apollo?
I felt my bracelet tighten just now.
Your bracelet?
Just like yesterday, like you said. When a witness is unsure of something, their nervous habit gives them away.
But I can't see anything, Apollo.
Eh? Then what's my bracelet reacting to?
Wait, maybe... Yes, that has to be it.
What has to be it?
Your senses, Apollo. They must be sharper than mine.
Huh?
I can't see it, but you can sense it.
I don't know about that, Trucy. I don't have some kind of special power or anything.
Listen to me, Apollo. There's a weak point somewhere in Miss Tiala's testimony. But we don't know what her nervous habit is.
Well, then what do we... Oh, well, then what do we do?
You have to perceive it yourself, Apollo, with your eyes and your senses.
And it's up to me and my bracelet. I don't know why, but the bracelet helps. Somehow touching it helps me focus. Let's give it a shot and bring down that testimony. Why would I go to the clinic now for half a year? It's this. Anyway, why would I go to the clinic for Why would I go to the clinic now for a half-year-old chart? Perceive.
Why would I go to the clinic now for a half-year-old chart?
Hear it again? Oh, I have to stop it, right? Why would I go to the clinic now for a half-a-year-old chart? Right, I can move around. I forgot about this. I forgot about the moving around thing. She twiddles her thumbs, maybe? Or her ring moves? Oh, she moves her ring. Do it again. Do it again. She twists her ring specifically. That's what it is. Confirm. Gotcha, bitch! Yeah. Yeah, gotcha, bitch! Gotcha! Why go to the clinic for a half-year-old chart now, you ask? But you know why you would go now, don't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was quite clear, Miss Tiala, you have a nervous habit. Dude, why does he call it out? That's so annoying. Ah! Use it! Don't abuse it. It's so annoying. Nobody in their right mind would do it this way. You have a nervous habit. I know you're lying. No, just say you know they're lying. And go with that. God damn it. Jesus Christ. The moment you said the word now, you used your right thumb to fiddle with your ring.
What?
She was unsure. I saw it. Now, that's the key word. Oh, the word now. Okay, she did say now a bunch of times. Anyway, the chart wasn't a part of your past. It was a clear and present threat.
That's ridiculous. Why, if that were the case, I would have had 6 months to do something about it.
Indeed.
Huh?
Which means something happened quite recently. Oh? What could that have been? Something to make that chart a problem for you now. Oh, now. I've got her on the ropes now. Now. I can feel it. Now. Time to strike the killing blow with evidence. Now. Ms. Tiala, there's no use trying to hide it. The chart became a threat to you now because of this. Hold on one second. My chat is disconnected. Paulo is still new to all this, so he doesn't understand not to call it out yet. I guess not. My Twitch thing is not connecting to chat. Hold on. Reconnect to chat, please. Thank you. Alright. So anyway, because of this. Because of what, though? Also, why is my stream not loading? Am I dropping frames at all right now? I am dropping a little bit of frames. Or at least I did know. Actually, Maybe I dropped those earlier. It was very small. Why is my stream not loading? I don't know why my stream's not loading. Why is my stream not loading? You guys can still hear and see me, right? Like, we're not... The stream's not dead, right? I'm pretty sure it's not. Huh. That's weird. Yeah, my Twitch stream's not loading. I'm like, just what the fuck's going on right now? I don't know. Anyway, FML's dropping some honey in his motherfucking tea right now. Oh shit. Well, I guess I'll just hope that my stream's fine because Jesus, it's not happening right now. Let me know if anything goes wrong, because right now it seems like for some reason my stream's not loading. It could just be my Google Chrome is being dumb or something. Anyway, the chart became a threat to you now because of this. Okay, so what caused the chart or whatever to become a threat now? Chart became a threat because of this. The new exam. Because now that they know that there's something in his chest, it also means that she knew about it too. Yep, that's what it is. The new exam. A health checkup report belonging to the defendant. The Katakis are trying to get out of the business. The health checkup this month was their first ever. What did you think when you heard about this?
Huh? Oh, nothing. Why should I think anything now?
Oh, I would think you were positively beside yourself, because you were afraid. You knew what Waki's chest x-ray would reveal. A full half year had passed since the operation. You thought you were home free. When the chart came back to haunt you! Yeah, get fucked, bitch! Watch those feathers fly. Alright, we solved the whole case. We did it, guys. Nah, probably not. Doom. That's all, Your Honor. What just happened? Did the witness just admit to lying? I sensed it. There was a great aura emanating from her forehead. Very cool. So the lady was lying, it seems. That's correct. She said she had no connection to the Maractus Clinic, but her connection was deep indeed. A bit too deep. If the Katakis got a hold of this chart with her name, she'd be finished. Isn't that right, Ms. Tiala?
You guessed it.
Oh yeah. F that BZ in the A. Order! Order! I did it. I broke her testimony.
Amazing, Apollo. I didn't see it at all. Daddy was right about you. Wait.
Ms. Tiala.
It's true. That chart was bad news for me. That's why I went to meet the doctor that day. But that's all. I told him about Waki and went home.
It appears this cross-examination is far from over. What? She hid the truth from us, this is clear, yet it is not clear that this truth has anything to do with the case at hand. You like Apollo's presenting evidence sprite with one hand behind his back? Oh, you like the one hand behind back thing? It's definitely different. I like it too. He's got his own mannerisms, not exactly the same as Phoenix, other than the objection! Very well, the witness will add to her testimony, and we'll have a bit more cross-examination. God, I was so close.
You're still close. Keep on her, Apollo.
Alright. Nothing happened at all. I warned him and left. Okay. Let's press on that, I guess. How did Dr. Maractus respond to the warning?
Oh, he was quite surprised. Panicky, even. Who wouldn't be scared to learn a Kataki was after him?
Incidentally, this court is not afraid of any mobsters. Why, we had a life-threatening situation just yesterday right here in this courtroom. Yeah, real impressive the way we stood up to the attack of the amazing Mr. Hat, sir. After which I carried you back to your chambers.
Sounds like the judge had quite a fright.
Nothing happened in Dr. Maractus' office that day, huh?
But what about the mess we found? Something definitely happened in that office, Apollo.
I know. But we can't prove when it happened. Nor that Alita Tiala was in any way involved. Oh, let's try putting some evidence up anyway. There's no way she went to that clinic just to warn him. You know why she went, Apollo? Time to figure it out. Okay, so... the office was all tore up, right? She doesn't twist her ring here, does she? I don't think she does. So even though she's looking into my soul in all of these, it's when she twists her ring is when she's lying. Okay. Anyway. I'm assuming it has to do with the lamp, because the lamp's broken. I have nothing else. I think all habits are only noticeable when you enter perceive mode. That's fair. Otherwise it would be too, like, oh, I'd be staring at everybody's demeanor all the time. But alright, let's just go ahead and present the lamp. It's the only piece of evidence we have that was around, so let's do it. Your Honor, what do you think? Oh, come on. Really? Damn it. Resolution limits, I guess, would be the reason why they wouldn't do that. I guess so, because the original game's an original DS. And I saw that picture of the meme you posted, DJ. It was definitely original DS graphics. But I also don't know if I understand the meme. Like, it was a meme with the noodle guy. But I wasn't 100% sure I understood the meme. Like, it's a silly picture. But I feel like there's another thing there that I'm not realizing. It's just a reference? It's a reference. I mean, the dude's sitting there and it's saying, you know, you're Mr. Eldoon's Noodles or whatever. Nothing happened to him at all and you left. Do I have anything for this? There's a shadow of his previous sprite behind him. And the hint is that it's an anime you watch, but maybe not far. Oh, it's an anime reference. I don't know which anime it would be. Is it a Naruto thing? Because I haven't watched Naruto. Da-da-da. Alright, well, I don't know if I know what I need for this. Oh, it's a JoJo reference also. Okay, so anyway, I wouldn't have known that either. You know how much JoJo I watched? 2 episodes. And even those I don't remember well enough to be, like, quoting it. That was already a couple years ago. Alright, anyways, nothing happened at all. I warned him and I left. So, here's the thing. Does any of this line up with time? Is it the shoes? I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I need here. Big toe print found on the left sandal. I got you. Fair enough. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have got the joke unless I watched more of JoJo. Whoa. I think the little kitty was sleeping on the toy box over there and then she just slipped off and fell. Are you okay, buddy? You okay? That was funny. Damn. I don't know if I know. I warned him and left. Anyway. You watched all of part 1 of JoJo, lost interest shortly into part 2, which is sad because most of the memes come from part 3. Yeah. Everyone seems to say the beginning of JoJo's the worst parts. So I'm like, why does everybody like this show then? If it wasn't as good in the first 2 seasons, how did it last? It's more impressive that the show kept going after that. Or at least kept getting popularity. Anyway, I need to figure out what the fuck to present to this guy. Or this bitch, not this guy. It's got to be something here. Nothing happened at all. I warned him and left. I tried the broken stain bulb thing. It's like, I can't fingerprint the damn stuff. Unless there's fingerprints on here that I didn't find. Which does make me wonder if there is. To be fair, you didn't also like the art style of JoJo. It made everyone look a little too samey. Yeah, sometimes with animes when all the characters kind of look the same. Sailor Moon, or thinking of that. It's not exactly the most interesting thing to me. I know Sailor Moon, it's all the girls have different hair and hair colors and stuff, but still, they all kind of look the same to me. Which I'm sure Mara would be mad that I just said that, but yeah, whatever, I said it already. Can't take it back! The only thing you know about stands are from Ansem and Kingdom Hearts. Omega. Ah, good old Kingdom Hearts. Good times. Okay, I'm still trying to refresh my damn stream. Okay, I think my stream's finally back to normal. Thank God. I don't know what the hell was up with my Twitch Google Chrome situation, but it was not loading properly. Now it's fine. Okay. Nothing happened. I warned him and left. I warned him and left. I warned him and left. Warned him and left. Nothing else. I'm still not sure. I'm still not sure what I need here. I'm massively overthinking this. Am I? Am I, though? I just don't know what piece of evidence I need to present here. It's not any one particular testimony that's gotten me so far, X-Gamer. I've lost 3 points of this on 3 different facts where it just ended up being one of 2 different things and I ended up using the wrong thing. I mean, I'm not saying that this is hard to figure out. It's just like with all these games, man. There's always something. I see it and I overthink it. And I'm sure it's not as hard as I'm making it. Wait. Did I press this already? I might not have pressed this already. How did Dr. Miraculous respond to the warning?
Oh, he was quite surprised. Panicky even. Who wouldn't be scared to learn that Kataki was after them?
It's like this court is not afraid. Oh yeah, no, I did. I pressed this. I pressed this. I did press this. Sounds like the judge had quite a fright. Nothing happened in Miraculous that day, huh? Yeah, see, something happened there. What about the mess we found? Something definitely happened in that office, Apollo. Well, we can't prove when it happened. Okay. No. You definitely don't need to help me yet. I'm going to think about this some more. Something happened in the office. But what proves that something happened in the office? The bullet, maybe? Like, what else happened in the office? None of this other old shit happened in the office. The only things that were in the office were... The office specifically were the lamp and these two things. But these were in the safe, which makes me go, huh? Fuck it. Bullet! Really? The fucking bullet? The bullet? Okay. Sure. I didn't think we'd jump right into the bullet, but sure. Okay. Obviously, I know the bullet was there, but it was in the fucking safe, and that's where it's questionable. But alright, it's a bullet. It's from the same gun. Let's see what the heck, maybe, huh? Oh, you know what? I am starting to picture exactly what happened. I'm picturing it. I'm picturing it. I'm picturing it. So the real scene of the crime is the office. That's where he died. She takes the body. She hooks it to the cart like he's pulling it or whatever, but his feet aren't touching the ground. Right? Because there's no feet prints in front of the cart. And she's the one that pushes it all the way to the park, I guess. And then the whole incident goes down that we already know about. I guess. Something like that happened. I'm probably not way off, but I gotta be close. We'll see. We'll see.